Earlier in the program, we heard from Dr. Robin Bourgeois of Brock University about her experience with human trafficking. It continues to be a major issue across the country, and especially right here in Niagara. Statistics show that 75% of trafficking victims come through the Golden Horseshoe. The YWCA of Niagara continues to do its part to inform and support. Kayla Mayer, is it our proximity to the USA that makes Niagara a destination for traffickers?
It definitely has something to do with it. I think the proximity between the border and the 401 corridor kind of makes us a unique hub of trafficking, along with a lot of other geographical pieces that are unique to the Niagara region.
I know that National Human Trafficking Awareness Day is coming up this month. What is the YWCA of Niagara doing to recognize the day?
Yeah, so this is our second day of recognizing February 22nd. So we will have a social media campaign going out on our social media outlets. We also have the Welland Bridge 13 that will be turning blue leading up to the day on February 21st. And on the 22nd at 10:30, the Niagara Falls will turn blue for 15 minutes, and Brock University Shimon Tower will be turning blue on February 22nd.
Looking again at some of the statistics that are on your website, I believe it's 25% of women that are trafficked are actually drawn into it from a romantic partner. And some, it's a female friend that brings them into it.
Yeah, I think there's an assumption still that human trafficking happens like you see it in the movies, the most famous one being Taken, where somebody is kidnapped, moved to another country for the purposes of human trafficking. And while this does happen, our reality in Canada looks a lot different. Usually, traffickers take that relational approach. So, usually, a boyfriend or girlfriend or a friend, and they get to know people on a very deeply personal level. They start selling them this dream that they're looking for. And it creates a trauma bond between a person and a trafficker to be able to gain control and power over that person.
It's a real gradual process.
It can be. The luring and grooming stage can happen very, very quickly, depending on the person and the person's intersections of vulnerabilities. But it can happen to anybody throughout our lives. The average age of somebody being lured or groomed is between 12 and 14. And so we all go through that stage in life, and traffickers are able to pick up on our needs and be able to exploit them.
Can you tell us a little bit about the YW Safe House?
Absolutely. So we are located within the Niagara region, and we're specific to supporting folks who have been trafficked and are looking to flee or escape their trafficker. So we are a place of respite and support for survivors. And we have amazing staff. We have 24/7 team advocates here. We have a transitional support worker, and we also have some incredible community partners who are specific to supporting the unique needs of survivors in our area.
You have a capacity, I believe, of 6 women in that safe house. Is it typically full?
Yes, we do see some times where we're around 4 or 5 individuals. We often don't turn individuals away because of the bed availability, which is fantastic. And we also have a Niagara emergency response protocol where the raft and the YWCA women's shelters are able to take individuals in immediately if we are full.
Again, turning to your website, you have an excellent multi-page resource about human trafficking, and I flipped
Yeah.
through that today. Very, very informative. A lot of great keys to look out for.
Absolutely. What we want to be able to do is educate our community on red flags of somebody being lured or groomed or somebody being trafficked and know exactly what to do from there to build trust with that person, to be able to safety plan with the individual, know the red flags, and report it if necessary.
Kayla, I know there's a national hotline for human trafficking. Is it best for someone who suspects that this is happening to call that hotline or try to reach the YWCA directly?
It depends on the survivor's needs. So if they are looking for really specific supports but not ready to leave their trafficker, the hotline is a fantastic resource. If they're looking for immediate shelter and they need to leave their situation, please call the YWCA.
Kayla, thanks for joining us today. And again, to our viewers, February 21st, the bridge in Welland, turning blue. February 22nd, Shimon Tower at Brock and Niagara Falls, also turning blue. Thanks again, Kayla.
Thank you so much.